forgot we used to do it like this a long time ago.
Right. Right. Watch party.
EA, can you hear me?
I can.
Listen,
I didn't.
we got a party. We got a party going on right now in the F-150 club. At Tovash 10 is right here. He's right there. He is. He's right there. At Tovash 10 is right here. The Maverick. Did you see this on TV? The place was rocking. Everything was going. Everything was going hard tonight.
It was. I was quite surprised, as the great Chuck Cooper Sr. described it, playoff atmosphere in November.
Yes. Now,
laughing at me. Are you laughing at me, Tovash?
He says, "Are you laughing at him, Vash?"
No.
Okay.
Oh. No.
Well, listen. We know that.
I'm self-conscious.
Get well, dog. Get well.
Here's the thing, though. We found out tonight that you have support inside the AAC. You got a fan inside the AAC.
I told you that it's there.
I told you.
Listen, you got love out here in these streets, man. Billy got the 817. I told you might have the 214. I got the 972 on lock. He got the 817 on lock.
Billy doesn't got anything. Okay, the man has his boy Stafford ain't looking so well, and after what our boy Dak did, and then watching what our guy Luka did tonight, always Billy should be ashamed of himself and never represent anybody.
Hold on. I'm gonna put this on so Vosh can.
I'm loving the music.
Vosh can talk too.
There we go.
Now you can hear Vosh.
They don't need it. Vosh doesn't need to say anything. We just need him for the looks.
Oh, we just need Vosh for the looks. Okay.
Oh, for the look. Oh, just there it is. You know.
The numbers go through the roof. Look at that. The number. We got a thumbs up already for Vosh here on the stream already. EA.
There we go. Well, already breaking news. Walt, the Mavericks look good.
Oh, I thought you were about to give. Listen, everybody's already asking me. Here it is right here. What's the update on Luka? I do not have an update on Luka just yet. I'm pretty sure I'll get an email here in just a second telling me what's up with Luka.
Whoa, what's going on there in the background?
What do you mean what's going on in the background?
Oh, and the music. There's like some weird music going really.
Star game.
No Star game.
Shoot around.
They're doing some David Buster deal, and then they got the fans on the court.
It's called the shoot around.
The shoot around. No. Like season ticket people can get it. See that right there?
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that right there. They're on the court shooting.
There we go.
There's a long. Look at this line right here, EA. There's a line to come shoot on the court right now inside the AAC.
So rich people get to go play basketball.
Right. The rich just keep getting richer, EA.
That's true. Well, you guys had an exciting night from what I saw. I mean, the atmosphere tonight was crazy. The fans were going wild, and I got to give the Mavericks props, Walt. That was a team I didn't think they could beat them, but they did. And not only did they beat them, it was an all-around effort by everybody on the squad. You got guys like Brunson.
No. Don't overshadow. Talk about the person who led the team tonight in scoring. That's what I want you to do.
Oh.
Right here on the board. Talk about it. 29 points. 20. What did you give me? 29-11. 29-11. EA. What you gonna do with that?
That's nice.
Yeah. What you gonna do with that?
That's nice.
Your guy. What? Hold on. What your guy have?
Hold on. You know what? I'm about to log in too.
He can hear. We can hear you right now.
I can't hear me, so I'm about to log into the show. I'm gonna hang up and listen, but I'll be right back.
Okay. No, here's the thing, Walt. I'm glad that KP did his thing, but this is what we expect from him, don't we? I mean, are we supposed to like get a pat on the back like, hey, I'm okay? Now I'm sounding like Billy right now.
You got it.
I'm proud that KP came out. I want him to play well. I want this team to succeed. So it was nice to see him do that, but it was an all-around effort. But can I give one guy a personal shout-out who I think, since he's played more and he's been in the lineups and coming in, I think this guy's been instrumental of helping the Mavericks play better. And that's Mr. Ntilikina, Mr. Frank Ntilikina, Frankie J, as I like to call him.
Frankie, I like calling him Frankie Nuggets.
Frankie Nuggets. Because he doesn't like to be called Frankie Smokes anymore, right?
No, he don't like Frankie cigarettes.
No, but he, I think, honestly, he doesn't put up the numbers, but he puts up, I swear, I think he puts up the best effort, the best defensive effort. And, you know, we might not get Ben Simmons, but he's like a cheap man Ben Simmons right now doing his thing for us. He's really made an impact for the Mavericks.
Well, Thomas is joining us right now on the screen. Can you see that, EA?
Yeah, I can. There's the handsome devil himself, HC.
How we doing, guys?
How we doing? Vosh, 2 feet away from Walt.
in the suite right now. In the suite, doing work.
It's called theater of the mind. So I can't really see Walt, but I'm looking at Walt. So yeah, you gotta pretend like it's happening.
It's all the same. Vosh, what did you think of tonight's game?
Back to you.
Well, the question was back to you, Walt. Vosh. The question was, what did you think of the game?
Say it one more time.
What did you think of tonight's game?
Okay, so tonight's game, okay, well, the Mavericks took care of business against a team that I picked basically to go to the Western Conference Finals. Let's not forget that part. Let's also not forget the part that we're talking about a team that has the elite MVP on it from last season. And then there's also the factor of the Nuggets not having the second best player in Jamal Crawford. Well, I'm sorry, Jamal. What you guys' name?
I don't know. It's a big party on the floor right now.
No, the number 2 player, not Crawford.
Michael Porter Jr.
No, not him either.
Jamal Murray.
Thank you, Jamal Murray. So with that being
Denver
said,
has that many.
You got Michael Porter Jr. You got Jamal Murray, not active right now for the Nuggets.
Will Burton didn't play either. Will Barton didn't play either.
Okay, so like with that being said, the Mavericks really won a game that they were supposed to win. You got your number 2 player. You got your number 2. You have KP. You got Brunson. You got Luka, and then of course you got Sham's third player, and that would be number 11. So with all that being said, the Mavericks were the better team tonight. They were supposed to win the game, and then of course with Denver being hobbled, injured, stuff like that, I really wasn't tripping on the fact that they were down, but they actually got together, and got the W. They're supposed to win.
I know Vosh makes a good point. They didn't have a lot of their key players for Denver in the game, but you still, for this Mavericks team, because so far this season, like I said it before, they were beating the bad teams. They can't beat the good teams. That was what we kept saying. But they still had Jokic. They still had the MVP. And to go into this game and play like they did, and I'm talking about a fourth quarter. Remember, the Mavericks were down going in the fourth quarter. They were 1-4 this season going in the fourth quarter when trailing. The Nuggets were 8-1 in that same stretch. And the Mavericks dominated in the fourth quarter. Their shooting got hot, and they effectively put the neck on the Nuggets and took over this game. That was impressive for me. And again, also what I'm more impressed with is that we're finally seeing the KP Luka dynamic that we were promised, right? Remember when KP first got here, we never really saw it. We only saw like bits and pieces. We just got 1 or 2 glimpses. We finally got to see what it was, what it's supposed to be, and that's what's exciting. What is going on in there, man?
It's a party.
It's a lot of feedback, bro.
Yeah,
it's just a big old party.
That feedback though is killing me. Oh my god.
Where's the feedback coming from? Is it coming from mine?
Well, with Walt and I being in pretty much the same venue, it's like, feedback all day long. But check this out, though. So Luka Doncic came out, established himself early, and then you had the makings of KP, all right? So I think that Kristaps had a game where he pretty much doubled down. So he doubled down off the other day's performance. I want to say it was like Saturday night. They had 32, 32, and Luka had 32 as well. So with all that being said, like that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for that part. I'm not really complaining about the outing that Bronson had or what Tim Hardaway Jr. had. Again, this is an outing that the Mavericks needed to win. They took care of business, and so like, now we look ahead a couple of games, and I think that everybody came out tonight and were healthy. Health is what I need, especially after you get a win. I need help. So
that's kind of the bad news is that Luka Doncic, of course, looked like he hurt his ankle right before the game ended. They already had about a 13-point lead when he went out. So that was the good news. But that's the worrisome. Walt, you still haven't heard anything on your end from?
No, I have not gotten any updates on
and they probably
Luka right now.
We probably won't get any indication until Kid talks to the media.
I'm waiting on the interviews to come through now.
Okay. Well, Walt, what about you? What do you think?
Like you said, listen, when it doesn't matter who's playing or who's taking down, when the team doesn't have all their players, you got to go out there and you got to dominate. I don't care who's missing. You still got to win the game, and that's what they did tonight. KP led with 20, 29. I'm going to pull up what Luka had here in just a second. But 29-11. Oh, you got it?
I got the stats. Luka Doncic had 23 points. He had 11 assists and 8 rebounds. KP led the team with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. Next up, Tim Hardaway Jr. with 19. He had all
around support. All around support tonight, EA. All around support tonight from the entire team, like you said, especially with Tim Hardaway Jr. getting hot a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, and again, I also want to give my guy Ntilikina the props because if you look at it, he only had 3 points, but he was +9 he was a +9. The guy is an effective defender. He went toe to toe with Jokic there, and so I was really impressed with that.
Sam, can you put me some Frito pie in a plate for me, please?
Thanks.
Well, I noticed they're here to clean up Dub City right now, and I wanted to get that. And I wanted to get that. I wanted to get that special. I wanted to get that special before they come in here and clean it up.
Hey, Walt, all the greats, Chris Collinsworth, Al Michaels, they order their food in the middle of the broadcast too, don't they? Right, Vosh?
Listen, they're not your boy. They're not your boy. They are not your boy.
Well, tonight though, there's nothing really negative I think tonight except for the injury. That to me was only probably the negative with Luka going down. But I was excited. The only problem is can they contain it? Can they keep it up? And that's yet to be seen. But this basketball, it's going to get up and down.
Oh, we got a hater right here. Wow, five people watch 3 guys live. That's all right. We appreciate you tuning in, Doc Raunchy.
Yeah, I mean, cool. You use a Men in Black avatar, so that's cool.
It doesn't matter. It may be 5. I think it's 5 on YouTube, but there's more on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook.
Well, you're one of the 5 people watching Dog Raunchy, so thank you.
Thank you. Hey, if you got any comments, Doc, please do, sir. He said 6. Okay, well, listen, let's get to the highlights real quick.
There were a lot of highlights.
There were a lot of highlights, EA. Let's get to them real quick.
Live here.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Right here on Dallas on air bFb.
There you go.
There we go. By the way, I think I'm the only one who really loves these uniforms.
You love
did you see my Mavs polo tonight? I got the old school Mavs logo on the polo. No word on Luka yet, Doc. No word yet. I'm waiting to get the interview.
Are you a lover of these uniforms?
The new what do you call them? The City Edition?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go right now to the pro shop, but y'all holding me up. But no.
You can go to the pro shop while you're on the phone with us now.
Well, no, the hazard risks.
Okay.
But no, I think that with it being all white with the blue numbers or whatever, with the outline green, or is it vice versa? Well, anyway, it looks pretty cool because it's an all white jersey. If they went back to the traditional green, I think I would mess with it more. But I would still buy this one because because of that all white. And then I think right now they are 2-0 in the all whites.
Yes,
of course,
because they debuted them on against the Boston Celtics, and they won
Yeah.
that game. That was the step
The
back
step
jack buzzer beater.
Yeah. So right now the Mavericks are sitting 2-0 in the pretty white city edition joints. They're cleaning the court out right now. Get ready for the
Hey, you know what? Dodo had a good game tonight too. Dodo had a real good game tonight. When he's on like that, we call him Dorian Finney Swish.
Dorian, okay, that's a good nickname.
Finney Swish.
I like it. There
Finney
we go.
Swish is his nickname when he's on like that tonight.
Well, who else was on was Luka early on. Luka Doncic just was a magician on the floor. And again, I like when him and Brunson are playing together. I really do. Those two feed off each other really well. And I hope maybe down the stretch, maybe going into the fourth quarter when we get in crucial crunch times, maybe put a lineup that put Brunson and Luka together.
Oh, that's Vosh.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Vosh is
they're paging him down in the Jack Daniels club. Is what
they need him.
They need him in the Jack Daniels number 7 club.
All right, so give me a second. I'm gonna log off, and then I'm gonna see you guys later downstairs.
All right, let's do
Sounds
it.
Good.
Okay, so back to these highlights right here. EA
there we go.
Nuggets actually played pretty good. And this guy here, Bol, I don't know what got in him tonight, but he actually played pretty good tonight.
Well, he got an opportunity. There were a lot of, they were getting a lot of their bench players play because they were playing on a second night of a back-to-back. So he got an opportunity and he gave it to them. And look right there. KP looked lost. He's like, whoa, okay.
That's when he went with that up and under move. We were all shocked about that up here.
Look right there. Another thing. Bol. I mean, goodness. He brought back the Nuggets a little bit of action there off the bench. But the Mavericks offensively, and I think this is one thing you mentioned a lot about Jason Kidd and what kind of offensive game plans. The movement is much better. I will admit that. As much as I gave a lot of hate on Jason Kidd on our show, I will say this offensively, especially tonight, the ball movement was pure crispness. Like they're just giving it to everybody. Everybody's getting involved. That's what I love to see. And so if they can keep that up, that could be a force to reckon with in the West.
Right.
Especially if KP is playing like he is.
What he does is he tells the guys on the court, don't deviate from the plan. Stick with what you're doing, okay? These guys on the other end of the court, they're going to go cold. When they go cold, we're going to pounce on them. Just like we saw tonight. They went cold. They got on them real quick.
And that's a good game plan, a good strategy, but it might not work against the best teams in the league. It will work against bad teams because bad teams will go cold.
I'll tell you one team won't work on Golden State because they're going to shoot. They'll shoot the lights out. They're not going to stop the rain.
Exactly.
Threes.
So you can't really work that strategy. But again, what Kidd does is offensively, he's like, hey, just keep it up, keep sharing the ball, move it around, and
don't stop. Don't deviate from the plan.
Will you also agree that you have Luka? It also seems like Luka is not the focal point anymore, especially in this game. He's not like, hey, it's just me and everybody get out the way. It's not Luka by himself.
I don't know if you noticed this, but like he said the other night, we want to post Luka up more. Luka's playing a lot more off the ball here these past couple games.
Which made you horny.
I can't remember what game it was a couple nights ago. He said they wanted to come out and get him early. It might have been the Spurs game when they got up on him. He said that he wants to post Luka up more. Luka and KP up. He wants to post him up more.
Well, I know that made you very excited. That probably gave you some wet dreams because that's been
Thank
your
you.
calling. That's been
God, I love you, Sam. Sam here doing good work past time right here with the Sprites on deck. We got the Frito pie. Listen, you missed a good night here in the suite. This is my favorite night up in Dove City. Fajita night.
I'm on quarantine.
Fajita night. Mexican food night. You got your Frito pie. You got your fajitas, and you got your elotes. That's corn. If you don't know that.
Oh, okay. Spanish. I didn't know. I did not know that. I'm in quarantine, so I'm good with the water right here. That's good.
You missed the Berry Best barbecue yesterday, and now you missing the food here up in Dove City right now.
It's okay. Well, I'm trying to lose some pounds, so maybe I shouldn't.
Yes, 1 second. We'll put you on in just 1 second.
I like all these comments coming here. How would the Jay Chio says, how would the play change when Kleba comes back? I don't think it'll change much. I think Maxi Kleba
It actually be better. It actually be better.
And Maxi, again, he's coming off the bench. He's a perfect bench player to come off because he's high energy, and also he is that big that you need coming off the bench because we don't really have the size when you get to your bench. You really don't, except Boban.
Yay! There's your one fan.
What's up,
There's your one
fan?
Hey, what area code are you? 817. Is that 817?
817.
Oh, you got love
That's
from the
right.
817.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got love from the 817.
What's his name? So I can.
That's
I
Jarvis.
Can Jarvis. Oh, that's Jarvis.
That's Jay Nonstop.
Oh wait, that's Jarvis though.
Yeah, Jay Nonstop, baby.
Oh, okay. That's Tony Stark's butler. I called him.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How did you? Somebody Gordon's asking, hey, how did you like DP7? Oh God. Okay. What
did he do something stupid?
No, I guess he played good tonight.
He did all right. He had 5 points and 7
Hey,
rebounds.
listen, I'm starting to wonder if Doc Runchy is Mark Cuban with this comment right here.
Everybody's underrated.
Mark Cuban thinks everybody's underrated on the team.
That's true. Well, he also said Carlos going was overdue. They needed a change up. Yeah, that's true. You do need some change.
Let's see. I'm flying this weekend for holidays after moving to Jersey 3 years ago. Can I catch the Mavs on Sling League Pass like I do here? I heard they're having some contract issues on Bally Sports.
You know what?
Are you coming to Dallas? I wonder if he's coming to Dallas or somewhere else.
All I know is that Mark Cuban had said you can sign up for the Direct TV stream, the ATT stream thing, and that if you sign up for it, he'll pay for half of it. So you get like $30. But I think that deal's like about to end soon. That is the most complicated TV issue. I don't want to get into it. I have no idea.
I know here at the AAC they put something up on the board that says that they will credit you, or they got something up here on the screen.
That's what Mark Cuban is doing. He's gonna pay for half of your thing. Basically.
Look, Luka just step back here. Just got it. Well, we didn't see too much step back jack action tonight either.
No, because you don't need to. Everybody else is doing the step back jacking for him. Look at that. Boom. And KP was doing a lot of step back jacking.
Yeah,
KP.
So here's the thing. So what Coach Kidd is doing with KP is actually working. He's got him feeling comfortable and good about himself.
I hope you better. I mean, you better be comfortable.
Hold on one second. I'm still putting this out on social media real quick. And the fans are still down there on the court having a good time. If you can hear them behind me.
I can. And they're loud. They're having a good time. 1 second. I need to – hold on. I might go away for 1 second. Hold on.
All right, we're back. Okay, while I wait for EA, I'm going to put the stream key out for anybody that wants to join us and talk Mavs with us. 1 second. Get the stream key out. If you haven't done so already, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, bFb DFW, where we have all types of let's see. I'm going to click over here and see if they got the interviews ready. We will know for sure what's going on with Luka. I'll check my sources inside the AAC and see if we got any word on Luka. But yeah, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, bFb DFW, and you will see we do post game for Mavs and Cowboys, and we do our show bFb every Tuesday and Thursday night. Okay, EA's back. EA, we got you.
I'm back. Let's do this.
Okay.
So what were we talking about?
We're getting ready,
being comfortable.
We're getting ready to give the stream key out to the people.
Right.
They can join.
Because you know why, Walt? The people are more important than us because they're the fans.
They are. Join the broadcast. Join the show. Put that out. That is going to be on Facebook. That's going to be on YouTube in there, and then I got to go on Facebook and put it out real quick. But yeah, EA.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I
What were you about
was
to say?
going to say update. Hey, well, just show keeping news that you can also catch us on Best for Business every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll be live most likely Thursday this
Thank
week.
you.
And then also you catch us on the Cowboys post-game show. We also do the Dallas Cowboys post-game show as well. And all our shows, post-game shows, everything that we do is on our YouTube page, bFb DFW, later on. So always check us out there.
Okay, there's that one. And then let me put it on my personal page. It's a rowdy night here at the AAC. This place was rocking, EA. We were rocking the house tonight.
I'm telling you right now, I hope it continues. I hope to get back in the AAC soon, and hopefully be a part of one of those kind of games, because those are the games you got to be a part of. But
all right, so anybody wants to talk Mavs with us, just hit the button and hit the link and join us.
I'll admit though, when I get to the AAC, I probably won't get the same treatment as you, because you seem.
Don't worry about that.
You'll be the royal treatment.
Everything is set up for you. Everything is set up here. If you come up here, Sam's gonna take good care of you.
Well, that's nice. That's nice.
So you don't have to worry about that.
I get the Walt treatment.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like we have our first person here. Although you're not gonna be shocked by this guy who's about to join us real quick.
Of course.
Hold
Let
on.
me guess. What? Look like a game show that's popped up.
No game show. Okay. The Kendrick is joining the broadcast right now. What's up, Kendrick?
What's up, EA? What's up, Walt?
How you doing? Nice glasses.
Oh, appreciate it, man. I gotta have them. I can't see now. I basically went blind since my last doctor's appointment last week. So.
Oh, trust me, I'm blind too. I just choose not to wear the glasses.
How you boys doing?
We're doing great. Listen, we're having a great night here at the AAC.
We're celebrating.
Yeah, I see, Walt. You eating Frito pies and fajitas. Oh, boy, you better get that gas X tonight, because, man, you're going to feel bloated.
I want to show it to you. This is the Frito Sam made for
look decent.
Here's the elotes right here that we got. And then here's
EA, we know why he goes to the games now.
Oh, we know.
We know why he goes to the game.
Listen. When you come to Dove City, we show you nothing love in here. Sam does a great job. We take care of Sam in here.
I remember. No, he's like, oh, we gotta. I was like, hey, we're gonna start doing some shows from the studio. He goes, oh, we gotta go to AAC. I'm like, it's okay to go to AAC, and he goes, no, we gotta go AAC. I'm like, and then I see why now. And I don't blame him.
A low taste is life. There you go, right there.
So, what you boys think about the game tonight?
That was an incredible win. It was an incredible win. I was very impressed, especially from KP. I mean, I know I give him a lot of doubts and stuff, and I make fun of him a lot, saying, "Oh, he's playing the game actually." But tonight, he came out. I mean, this is not
carried the team. Night. Say it. Tell it like it is. He carried the team tonight.
By the way, I just saw that you blocked. That stripper thing.
That's a spam. That's a spam. That's why I did that. 29, 11, and 3. EA.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad he did it. But don't act like he carried the team. Luka did just as much.
Oh no! I just accidentally blocked somebody named D. I got to unblock D. Okay. I don't know how I did that. I accidentally blocked D.
Hey, but listen, guys. Good second half. First half was trash. I got frustrated because you're getting basically wire to wire by a team missing their second, third, and fourth best players. And they still got the MVP, but you know, he can get his, but you shouldn't have everybody else was looking too comfortable in that first half. I heard Kid kind of got on them at halftime. They came out a little more fire in their behind.
Shocked that a guy named Bol, who really is just a secondary player, he came out and he was good to them, and KP looked perplexed at half the time.
Okay, here we go. Which center would you rather have?
Here we go.
Bol or Dwight Powers? Look at the numbers. Whose minutes were more impactful?
You know what? I go for Bol right now.
Hey man, he was giving it to KP for that little 2-minute stretch. I said, "Who this dude?" And I forgot to look at the back of his jersey. Oh, that's Manute Bowles' son. So hey, but
Okay, D, I think I unblocked you. If you're on there, I think I unblocked you. That was an accident. I did not mean to do that.
oh, you meant to walk.
No, I didn't. I was trying to block this. I was trying to block this this spam deal, and actually, my mouse actually slid down and hit D.
Kendrick, I got to ask you from your first. We've gotten a lot of games now. This is the first win against what we call a quality opponent because the other ones were against subpar teams.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the offense under Jason Kidd now, especially in this game? Is it significantly different from what you saw with Rick Carlisle? Are we seeing?
I need to interrupt you real quick. This is per Tim McMahon.
Breaking news.
He says Jason Kidd says Luka is able to walk. We'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Which means he's got a sprained ankle. They'll see how he's feeling tomorrow. If he can practice and see if it's not tender. See if it's not too tender for him. So tender for Wednesday night. So
I don't think he's not. I don't think he'll play this week.
He's gonna play. He'll probably play Friday night.
No, I don't think Friday night either. I think Luka will try. I think he'll be a game time decision on Friday, but he won't play this week. They're not going to risk. It's November. They're not going to risk him to aggravated or doing it for more games when they can just nip it in the bud right now. So early on injuries, they're going to take it more conservatively.
It didn't matter in my case because I had them getting blown out by Phoenix regardless of whether he played or not on both games. That team's hot right now. So
that's so true.
Go ahead and rest them. You don't. It's going. Both games going to be a 15 to 20 point blowout. So go ahead and rest them. It did look nasty. I would say this about Luka. You got to know who he is, man. You trying to go for a block shot with 40 something seconds of the game that's already over with bodies already on down below while you jumping up. You got to know what you're doing, man. I know he got that youthful exuberance, but you got to know where you at.
Yeah. Good point, Ken.
Because that's an injury you didn't have to have right there.
I understand, but I disagree. I like that. I like what Luka has, though, that he's willing to do that. That's who you want on your team. That's the type of player. You know, we get mad because players don't have that kind of energy, and then when they do it, we get mad because you shouldn't have done that because you got injured.
I'm not mad at that and him not go. But at that point in time, the game was over. You didn't need to. You didn't need to do. I mean, it was bodies falling down while he was jumping up. Right, you didn't need to do all. That's the injury he didn't have to get.
Here's what happened. What happened was what's the name? He collided with Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers fell, and while Austin Rivers was falling, he got a piece of. It's kind of like his ankle twisted while coming down. Yeah,
he went to guy. First thing I saw, he went to grab him the back of his ankle. The first time I said, "Oh man, don't tell me this dude done sprain his Achilles or something like that." Because he grabbed that area.
He came and he sat down right here. They moved all the chairs already. He came and sat down right here on a chair that was sitting in front court.
What do you think? Somebody's bringing up that our guy Money Out the Anus says,
MODA.
Poo Poo Powell and Doo Smith both ineffective tonight.
No. Powell. But big ups to Vinny, man. You stood up for your teammate. That's the best thing he did tonight. Worse than any points he had. You can't listen. If a team more talented than you, that's fine. But it's just like what Kenny Smith said last week. If you let the dudes more talented, then you let them punk you or let them try to get away with something, then you can't be in the league. You just can't. You can't play on the league. Big ups to the Dorian standing up to Green. Green took a little unnecessary on Frankie, and Dorian went out. I think that turned the tide of the game. Like I think it really got those guys even more ramped up and ready to play to finish out that game and show them, hey man, you're not finna come up on the floor and do that kind of foolishness. Words were said, guys wanted to get at each other, but you got to have that. You can't let guys just take unnecessary little things on your teammates or on you. You can't have that.
No, I totally agree. And again, you made a good point. In this league, you got to really you got to step up. You can't back down because then you look weak, and you can't
You look weak. Yeah.
That's just something you can't have in the league. Kendrick, I got to ask you this. You're a big-time Mavs fan and a big-time Cowboys fan. Where were you on Sunday? I was looking for you.
Oh man,
come on the show.
I told Walt that I had a little event that I was doing, so I wouldn't be able, I probably wouldn't be able to get on.
Because I wanted to get your celebrate with you, but now I'm glad you're on tonight so we can celebrate at least a Mavericks victory together.
Oh man, it's been a good night, man. It's been a good night. The LA team look like trash today. The Lakers with these ugly light blue jerseys getting thumped by the Bulls, and the Rams getting thumped by the 49ers. That always helps as far as the Cowboys going.
Well, hold on real quick because we got somebody want to join real quick. But before I get to that, I wanted to bring this up. Listen, I want to thank Barry Best Barbecue because I don't know if you know this or not, if you saw this, but we sold out Barry Best Barbecue yesterday.
I did. I saw that.
Okay. Yes, we sold out Barry Best Barbecue. Listen, at one point there was a line to get in the building to win those Mavs and Stars tickets. They came in there to ate up all the meat. Listen, I wanted to take a baked potato home last night, but I couldn't because I had to eat brisket sandwich because they gave all the meat away. I couldn't even get a baked potato last night.
Hey, we know what he was there for. We know he's at the games and at the restaurants for, man. He there to eat, man. He there to eat.
The reason why Walt got into this thing too, so he can eat.
Yeah, Walt look like he ain't missed a meal. Well, look like he ain't missed the meal, so
thank you. Thank you. You right, I have it. But hey, he went off the screen. I was about to put Gordon on. Gordon was down here. I was getting ready to put him on. He'll come back.
He'll be back.
Yeah. So, Kendrick, I think you were here the other night for our new Kristaps Porzingis nickname. We got it right here. Capital K was in effect tonight. Capital K. What we call it now? Capital K.
Listen. He not this. Listen, I'm pleasantly surprised. These 3 good games in a row he's had. Just keep up the consistency. Keep up the aggression. If he does that, then they're trending in the right direction. But listen. He's too good. He's too talented a player to be having 14 and 5 nights or 17 and 4 nights. He's got to be like what we talked about. He's got to be at 20 to 25 and 10 a game.
29
a block and a half. A block and a half.
But the problem is
for what he's getting paid.
But that's what he is averaging though. This season, that's what he is averaging. So
yeah, I just want him to listen. If that. He's getting those averages, but I just want him to be a little bit more consistent, a little bit more dominant. He's doing that, but just keep up the consistency, and he can get back to the form that I don't know if he was back in when was that before he had the big injury in New York, but he can get close back to that form.
Real quick. We got Gordon here wanting to hop in real quick. Hold on, let me put him on the screen. What's going on, Gordon?
Hey, Gordon.
What up?
What's up, Gordon? What's up, Gordon?
Because it ain't no 3.
Okay, so Gordon, did you celebrate a little too much? Because you look like you celebrated a lot.
Yeah, what did he just tell you?
Yeah.
What did he just tell you? Did you hear what he said? He's in 420 right now because they ain't got a 320 up
Oh, man.
They got a 320. They don't got no 420.
They got 420. That's where he at right now. He trying to get the 420.
I mean,
Gordon, how excited are you?
Oh, he really excited.
Oh,
Did you enjoy
what
the
a great
Gordon?
win.
Nah.
Hey, so you got to look at our schedule coming up here in the next 7 games, guys.
Tough
Have you
games.
talked about that?
Tough games. And it's funny you say that, Gordon, because I said that we need to win tonight. We need to break even on both games. We need to at least win one of the games that's coming up this week.
Which you won't.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Whoa. What kind of hate you doing right now?
Hey, we ain't doing no hate. We doing reality. Yeah,
you don't have Luka for the foreseeable.
You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure we don't have Luka for the next at least 2 games, and then
Why?
you're going against Phoenix, who
Why?
what Kendrick just said is one of the.
Why we
hottest
don't got
teams.
Luke?
He said.
Did you not realize that he hurt his ankle?
It's a bad ankle injury, man. That didn't look
Did you
good.
not see that?
Coach Kidd said he's walking, but we'll see it. We're
Yeah,
gonna
Were
take
you
it day to
lighting up
day.
the pipe?
I see.
That didn't look good how he twisted it. He twisted like going backwards.
Oh, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay.
I mean, listen.
Yo,
When he said,
yo, lift the God ears.
when he says, "Hey, he's walking around," when a coach says he's walking around, that's a bad sign because he's trying to make it sound nice. When they make it sound too nice, it's always a bad deal.
Oh, EA, God.
Like they're really gonna come out and say Luka's crawling on the ground. He can't walk.
Again on a play he didn't have to make. That was an unnecessary play. The game was over. He didn't have to be trying to go for block shots with bodies all around his legs when he's coming down to the ground.
And that's what we was talking about, Dak Prescott. Why you playing him when the game's over with? You know.
Well, they did. They sat him down in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they could have set him down at halftime. That thing was over with. Shoot. That thing was over with.
So
Shoot.
Gordon, let me
All
ask
right,
you this.
so
Yeah, go ahead.
So what you guys think that we're gonna be in the next 7 games?
I gotta look at their schedule though.
Listen, they got Phoenix twice, then they got the Clippers twice, then they have Washington and Cleveland, which are two surprisingly good basketball teams.
And Washington's number 1 in the East right now.
How is that possible?
And Cleveland's a top 5 seed in the East.
Well, again, it's the East. What do you expect?
Hey, whatever. They you are what your records say you are.
Okay, well, I'll say this, and this is my thing. I think they're going to lose the next 2 in Phoenix.
Yeah, they.
I think they can win. I think they can win at least 1 game in against the Clippers because.
Yeah, again, I said that. Yeah, they can split.
They can split there, and then I think they can split between Cleveland and Washington. I think Cleveland being the more favorable matchup for them.
Cleveland's on top right now, though. Look at Cleveland. They're on top right now. They're on like a 5-game winning streak.
That's great, but I think
I know Gordon. Saturday night, I watched the Celtics blow a lead to them, and the Celtics ought to be ashamed of themselves. They lost that game to Cleveland like that.
So now you gave up on them being a good basketball team.
No, I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything on them.
You've been vouching for.
Hey, hold on. Let's put that to rest, Kendrick and EA. About the Mavs not beating good teams because we beat one tonight. You beat one
tonight. That's the first one because ain't nobody believing Boston gonna be a good basketball team.
And one more thing, real quick. Before I let y'all keep going, real quick.
All right.
This Sunday, the Clippers game is going to be at 2:30, and the Mavericks play. I'm sorry, and the Cowboys play at 3:25. So we're gonna have a conflicting situation there, but we will have 2 posts. We'll do both. 2 posts. Hold on, we'll do 1 post game for 2. So we're gonna do 2 and 1 on that day. 2 post games in one night in one show.
We'll be getting drunk talking about hopefully 2 wins.
Okay, so
what's the odds of that?
Well, the Mavs are on the road.
They're gonna be underdogs in both games.
Kendrick, you know what's realistically gonna happen? One of them's going to win, and we're going to talk about that team, but we're not going to talk about the loser.
Hey, this is what I want to talk about. Hey,
both teams are on the road.
For a second.
They're not at home.
Hold on for a second. I want to talk about Luka.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Luka. Got 3 texts so far.
Yeah, that went out the window. Oh boy, his kid's gonna control him, gonna calm him down. I knew that was a big bunch of crap right there. Some people just born hot. And Luka feel like he's a basketball player that's born hot. He gonna if he's not going a certain way, he gonna get his text.
He could have got 2 though. They call a double foul. You see what I'm saying? He could have got 2.
Gordon.
Gordon,
I was up here in the suite, and I said Luka's about to get a take because there was one play he hurt his hand on, and he didn't get a call, and he was talking to the referee. Yeah. And he went down court, and they came back down court, and I can't remember if he took a shot or something. He missed it. And he got mad. And I said he about to get a tech, and then they were going into halftime, and he said,
he got that hand.
Walk about, and the ref got on him.
Yeah.
Here's the problem,
Okay.
I think, with the. I don't think it's essentially a big deal. But eventually, there are guys who are superstars who are very hot-headed. He does need to control it eventually, and I think in time he will mature. You got to still remember the guy is a very young player.
He's only 22.
Dude, I have 22-year-old cousins. They're not sitting there acting like they're the most.
Hell, I got a 23-year-old daughter, man. I know.
Yeah. That is true. That
He
is very
got
true.
$205 million. $205 million.
Gordon, there are rich people who are idiots too, Money doesn't.
Very good point by EA. Very good point by EA.
Trust me, if I was a billionaire, you don't want to see what happens to me.
Yeah. I know. I know an idiot. I know an idiot who's got money. His name is Henry Ruggs.
There you go. Wow. Okay. All right.
Henry Ruggs.
Moving on.
I know, man.
Walt didn't say anything that's not true, but
Yeah.
Man.
by the way, I got to shout out Brian Sweet. He says, check out the undefeated Texas Legends as they play Memphis Hustle this week. Listen, Brian, I got to give you props for keep talking about them Texas Legends all the time.
Well, Moses Brown. And,
I'm going to some legend games this year, man. I'm going to some legend games this year.
I have a problem with the Texas Legends media people only because when I went to cover their games, every time I went, my credential got lost, so they had to make me a new one at the gate. And they asked me, like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here to cover the game. And then they had no media section. They didn't tell me where to go, and they just sit anywhere. So I just had to sit on the sideline, on the court side, and have my laptop out like this. And I'm like, wow, okay, thank you for the hospitality.
BMO was sitting in the press box last night or the other night.
Know, and that's why I messaged him. I was like, oh, they gave you a seat?
maybe they just don't like you, EA.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hey, ease up off my guy. We found out that he's got some love in the 817 tonight. I had my guy Jay Nonstop walked up on me and said, I'm starting like EA, he's growing on me.
Everybody like EA, man. Everybody like EA, man.
Listen, I'm a top quality broadcaster. I hosted shows.
Whoa. Get your own deal there, sir. That's mine. Quality broadcaster.
I do love to, when anybody hates on me, I do like to point out, did you host a show in a top 5 radio market?
Oh, here we go.
And what you don't know about EA, and what you don't know about EA is he got that kind of money that can make you disappear. This guy went and dropped. This guy went and dropped $30,000 on a new whip just right there. Hey, Kendrick. They called him Mr. Azal when he walked in there, and it was all standing up when he came in there to get the car.
That's right.
At attention.
Ain't no wrong with that. Hey,
Walt.
Yeah.
Walt.
What's up, Gordon?
Walt. What do you think about DP7, man? What you think about DP7?
Walt. Just call him Dwight. He don't need no nick. That's some foolishness Billy started last season. Just call him Dwight. Dwight. That's all. It's Dwight. There don't need to be no depot seven Dwight.
Gordon.
Did you think
Gordon? I want this guy out of my life. Okay. All right. I want this guy gone. I know you want me to give him some. I know you want me to give him some props for tonight, but hold on. You want me to give him props to 5 and 7?
No, I asked you a simple question. Are you
asking me this off 5 points and 7 rebounds? 5 points and 7 rebounds is what I think. A 5 for 7? What restaurant sells
5
that?
for 7.
A 5 for 7. What restaurant sells 5 for 7?
And Jokic did him tonight, man. You know that.
Well, listen, Jokic doing everybody every night, but
listen. Jokic got some of this 29 put on his head tonight too. He got some of this 29-11 put on his head tonight.
Here's the thing with Dwight, and I listen. I think he's a high energy guy. I do love when he makes those plays, but to me, the only thing he's good for is those alley-oop dunks, and that's about it. Like he's not an effective rebounder anymore.
He has to do that with Brunson.
He's not a good defender.
He's not a good defender. He's not a good rebounder.
Hey,
So what are you giving me? What are you there for? Are you just there for those?
It was one play that KP did piss me off at. I think it was second half when he had it going, and then all of a sudden he made a basketball IQ the equivalent of Mickey Mouse when he thought, well, let me pass it to Dwight Powell for this corner three, and him clanking, and then they turn around and hit a three, they on and go up three. I about to throw the remote control at the TV. I said, listen.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Dwight. He takes one. He takes two, one or two every game, and they need to write. He's not a good 3-point shooter. Why are you trying to? You gotta know who you are, man.
Kendrick, hey, you see this right here? He says, Depot 7. Yeah, 7 is how many minutes he should be getting.
Hey, well, we talked about this. 16 minutes a night is about it for him. If they want to give me token start, I guess fine. But
he got 18 tonight.
Other than that, he don't need to be finishing games. Give him 7 minutes to start each half and get him the heck up out of there, man. Listen, he's a good try-hard guy. He's a good try-hard guy. He's a good try-hard guy. He's a good galvanizer, but listen, man.
We don't need milk drinkers on this team. We need go hard guys.
Well, we talked about this. Last time I talked to you. They had a metrics rating. I think NBA.com. A metric rating rated him the worst NBA starter in the NBA. We like to look at the worst. And you can't get no worse than the worst. Worst starter in a metrics rated that he was rated the worst NBA starter in the league.
Well,
and we are.
I want to know. What I want to know is, what pitches does he have on Mark Cuban that's supposed to change the world?
I'll tell you, $11 million a year. A starter. He's so underrated. You just don't understand.
I tell you what it is. Yeah, Kendrick's right. He got a 333.
He must have walked in on Mark Cuban doing something really weird.
He got $11 million this year and next year.
He got a 3. Yeah. He got a 3 for 33 is what Dwight Powell got.
Yep.
3 for 33.
Yeah. Mark Cuban said he's so underrated. You just don't understand. He's so underrated.
He went to Stanford. He wants him in the back office later on. On down the line.
Oh man, they tried to give him back to Canada, but Canada said, "No, you keep him. We don't want him back up here."
So
he went to Stanford.
So going forward, guys, let me ask you guys this.
Go ahead, Ian.
I was gonna say, going forward, you guys think that the Mavericks are good where they are right now, or what? Or do they need to make a big trade?
No, they're not good at what they are. They're not good at what they are.
So what moves should the Mavericks make?
I don't know if as of right now, there are no moves to make. They have no assets to make anything.
They have assets.
They gotta make an asset.
They
got to make an asset.
Playing really well right now.
Who, KP? KP?
No.
I was going to say Brunson.
You know what? I can't do it. Man. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I got to have KP, man. I got to have KP.
Tell him
what. KP. What happened the other night? You were done with it.
Walt, tell him why you got to trade Brunson. Go ahead and tell him, Walt.
Oh, well, we were dumbasses and didn't sign him we didn't re-up him or anything like that. So now he's an unrestricted free agent. Bye, Sam. Thank you for such a great night. He's an unrestricted free agent. Okay. So we had to trade Brunson, or if you pay him to come back here, he's got to be a starter.
Because he's gonna this offseason, he's gonna get starter money from somebody. He's gonna get starter. Somebody's gonna give him starter money.
And what I'm thinking is
somebody's gonna give him starter money. So you might as well go ahead and pay him, Mark Cuban. Even if you gotta go over the
don't pay him right now. What I'm trying to say is you have Nico go find a trade, or whoever actually runs the phones, because I don't think Nico actually talks on the phone.
There you go again. According
to Walt, Bobby V still looking around the AAC.
We fired Bobby V. Bobby V does not have access to the AAC.
First of all, that's Shadow Bob. It's Shadow Bob, okay?
Bobby V has no access to the AAC. Go ahead, EA.
The thing is, you need to trade Brunson now because he's playing at a really high level right now, and this is the point.
No. We gotta find some kind of way, man.
Gordon,
we gotta find some kind of way to keep him.
Gordon, hold on, EA. Hold on, EA. Let me take this real quick. Gordon, let me tell you something. If you keep Jalen Brunson here, you're gonna have Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway starting as your backcourt.
And you are locked in it. You are locked into that money. You are locked into that money for the next 3 or 4 years.
So make it work. Make it work.
You can't make that work. That's too small of a backcourt for today's NBA.
Why you can't make that work?
I don't know if that backcourt's good enough. Good enough, Gordon. I don't know if that's good.
Steph Curry shooting from
you talking about a Hall of Famer. you talking about the best shooter of all time. You talking about one of the top 20 players of all time. Listen, I love what Jalen do, but he would never be that. He would never come close to that. So I mean, Mavericks can do what they want, but
Kendrick, we need to get something what he's smoking because I
like Jalen. But Jalen, Steph Curry, not Seth Curry. Now the other Curry you may compare him to, but not the one in Golden State. Not the one in San Francisco.
We can't lose.
You need to make the move now. You need to make the move, and if you
already got. I understand.
Listen, if you can get KP in a trade with Brunson, that'd be awesome too. Which I don't think they'll do. But regardless, you need to move Brunson now. You find either go get picks. That's all I'm saying. Go get picks and do something to where you're more flexible. And I don't whatever it is. So that you can, and then
no.
Well, EA. This is what happens when you botch the pick. Like you did on apparently what Jalen Green is going to try to be a bust. This is what happens when you don't take care of your drafts, when you have them. I guess Jalen Green is like he's going to bust out. That's a wasted of a 17th pick you just had. Yeah, go man.
Thank you.
And now that sets you back. You can't when you got draft picks, you can't waste them. You have to hit on them because then that puts more pressure on you to have to create in the free agency market or have to come up with different situations. If just think if Jalen Green, if Green would have, if he'd been coming along like what's the dude in Detroit Walt that we wanted?
I wanted Garzilla.
Yeah,
Luka Garza. Hey, real quick, shout out to Robert Crockett for subscribing to our YouTube channel right now.
Thank you, Rob.
Hey, Gordon, man. Thank you for joining us tonight, man.
Big ups, Gordon.
Did I lose Gordon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gordon. What are you hitting for, man? Like you kind of paused out for a second.
I think that might be the connection. But no, I was saying, Gordon, thanks for joining us tonight, man. Join us back on Wednesday night, brother.
All right. Let's see you then.
All right, so I'm waiting on the interviews to come up, but yeah, man. For the time being, I love when Gordon comes on. Gordon's section is right here. I'm pointing at it right here. It's right here, 320. And if you go up just a little bit, if they had just a little bit more room up there, we might put a 420 up there. We might put one.
Those girls are back, Walt.
I see it. I'm gonna put them in time. I'm gonna put them in timeout. That's what it says. You can put them in timeout.
Okay.
All right, Kendrick. So tell us who's your player of the game.
Player of the game.
Who's your game ball go to?
Play. You know what? Give it to KP. He from the start of the game to the finish. He was on one. They wouldn't have won this game without Timmy. I will say that he had to come alive. He has to be a 17 or 20 point scorer for them to be able to beat teams like this. He can't float through games. But give it to KP. Worst Maverick on the floor was
oh wow.
We'll go there. The worst Maverick on the floor was you know who.
Dwight Powell.
Yeah.
The 5 and 7.
Yeah, man. No match. No match for you. If you see how the numbers were for Joker. No match whatsoever. And I fault Kid for even putting him out there. Listen, I know Willie Cauley-Stein ain't got nothing, but he got height at least. But you're trying to put a 6'10" guy on a 7-footer with that kind of skill, you know he's gonna go off of.
They even threw Boban at him.
I mean, Joker almost had 40 and 20 tonight. So,
Man, I just checked
worst
out
Mav for
contract. He has another $11 million next year.
I told you, 3 for 33.
Yeah, he's so underrated. He's so underrated. You just don't understand, right? Right? He's so underrated, right? Yeah.
3 for 33, EA. 3 for 33.
I told Walt, EA, like I'm gonna tell you, brother, if you're tall and got a 45-inch vertical, you too can make $50 million in the NBA. You don't have to have talent. Just as long as you got a 44-inch vertical.
That's my goal. I'm gonna marry a very tall girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me tall children, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retire off that.
Roderick said he was at the game tonight. Shout out to you, man. Next time, let us know, man. We'll come down and say what's up. At least you can go party. At least you can go party with at Tovas 10 down at the Jack Daniels Club, because that's where you like to hang out. By the way,
I love that we had him on earlier, because it's very rare when we get the original members of the BFB all together.
Well, listen, he's here. He's here every game, but he might not be up here. But he's there. You can rest assured he's downstairs in that Jack Daniels Club.
Oh yeah, he's lurking around. He's always part of the scene. Like if you go to all the great party scenes, he's always in the background, just smiling like this. But Kendrick, thank you so much.
He's like a good man.
Hopefully you'll be there for the rest of the post game shows this week, and hopefully you'll be there Sunday for our double post game.
Oh, so you want me for the rest of the post game shows? Only these blowouts that's gonna come happen.
Whoa. There's no blowout.
Hey, EA said, "Yo, you ready for these blowouts? Because I'm not gonna be coming on. So, kids, you can come on and talk about these 24 blowouts. Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing.
Well, hold on real quick.
I get busy sometimes.
Okay, I didn't hear about that. It got really weird and uncomfortable. We were having a good moment. It got really weird.
You take it however you want to take it. You took it there.
Hey, what else I can take it there?
Well, hold on real quick.
Okay.
Let's go. Well, we got Coach Kidd pregame interview.
Let's see what he had about what he said. We don't care what he said pregame. It's already.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We care about what he said because we want to see if he carried out what he said he wanted to do tonight. Hold on.
Pregame.
We always show the Coach Kidd pregame interview because we want to see what the game plan was and did we stick to the game plan.
Kid has no game plan. Kid has no game.
Really? That's what?
Oh, come on, EA.
Really? That's what you're doing tonight?
He just sits there and goes, "Calm down, guys. We got this." And then they do
the boy. Come on,
you've been doing this too long to be that much of a hater, EA. You should be ashamed of the broadcast you're doing right now.
Let it go, EA. He in Indiana. Let it go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he is. He wants the boy back. He ain't getting him back though.
At least they kind of look the same.
Looks like you have something to read. Okay, let's hear it.
Update. Maxie, he's progressing. He's started on-court workouts, no contact drills yet, and we will have an update once he participates in practice. How's that?
Sounds like next time I'm going to bring a children's book and you can read
No,
it.
You've
Got a great voice for that. Okay, who wants to ask questions? Brad?
Jason, so now's your chance to say I told you so, but you guys have had an uptick in your offensive efficiency. It's been top 3 in the league the last 4 games. Is that a result of getting those shots that you're talking about finally falling, or are you also getting better shots?
No, I think it's probably a combination of the two. They're starting to fall for us. But I think we've spent a little bit more time at the restricted area too, playing at the rim. Where early on we were shooting a lot of threes and not getting to the rim. And I think we made a conscious effort of trying to start inside out, and I think that's helped us.
What's your impression, Jason, on the way Moses and Josh looked in G League the other day?
They look good. Going up to Frisco to watch, it was nice to see their teammates also come. Boban, Luca, Timmy, Jalen. I know I'm gonna leave Maxie. I know I don't want to leave anybody out because they're feeling get hurt. So the team, it was nice to see those guys go up there and support. But I thought the guys coming off the road to go up there and play the next day just shows the character, and I thought those guys did a great job.
When you send them down there, are you looking for anything in particular from them?
Yeah, we talked about it during the week that the schedule presented itself for them to play. We thought we were going to get them in that San Antonio game there at the end, but it didn't work out that way. But we talked about the schedule, and for those guys, we talked to them about going to play, so they kind of knew that was happening. And so again, I thought they handled it like pros. I thought they did a great job with the turnaround, going up to Frisco and playing. The luxury of having your G League so close when the schedule does match up for them to be able to get minutes, and I thought they took full advantage of that.
Wasn't Moses up coming in at one point? I think kind of had to make a change of.
Somebody was up. I don't know if it was Moses, but they were getting ready to go in, and unfortunately, we didn't end the game. I think in the right manner that we wanted to get those guys in. But if you say he was the one up next to me, and I told him to pause, then I'm gonna go with your eyes.
Okay, that's dangerous.
I trust you.
When you say you're focusing, or the offense was focusing on shots around the rim, I think one player in San Antonio was really able to do that was Kristaps Porzingis. What are the ways that you guys, what type of inside looks are you looking to get in, and what are the best ways to go about that?
Yeah, I think the game is about movement, the flow, and I thought, starting off going right to Luka and KP to start the game in the post, I thought sent a great message to our team that we were going to play inside, and we had some success. Also, we believe there's going to be a lot of switching with KP. And I think he's taking full advantage of that and making them, punish in the smalls. We're getting great looks, make or miss. They're good looks, and he, in that San Antonio game, he was making them. And so we got to continue to look at that. He's been, super aggressive and wanting the ball, calling for the ball when he has that switching. And I think that's, growth, but also being comfortable of wanting the ball when he does have a small on him.
Mark?
Yeah, along the lines of improved offense that you've been asked about a couple of times. Looking over the weekend, you passed it more in the San Antonio game than any game you have this year. And I know you referenced after the game how important the ball movement was, and was just looking to hear a little bit more about what you had to say about the importance of it for your team, in particular what you saw on Friday night and what you'd like to see moving forward as it relates to ball movement.
Yeah, we would like to, get the ball ahead, where we're not just dribbling it up, after a score or a rebound. We want to put pressure on the defense, throw the ball ahead, explore, see what's there. If we can attack, knowing the ball's going to find, Luka and KP, if it doesn't happen right away for us, and that we can get into a random pick and roll, or we can find a mismatch to play in the post. And so I thought that our talk in Chicago and then our shoot around in San Antonio was really good, and I thought they executed the game plan that we talked about, is trying to play a little bit quicker and sharing the ball, and I thought they did a great job with that.
Dana?
Jason, can you talk about how Maxey is handling this kind of now extended time away from the game? He came into the season having dealt with injuries last year, working so hard to be really healthy, and then really impacting so many of those games right before he was hurt. How he's dealing with this and trying to work his way back.
I think Maxey was playing probably his best basketball, and unfortunately the injury. But I think it gives his teammates the opportunity to play. But he is antsy, I think, in the sense of he wants to get back out and help the team. He's working extremely hard. So hopefully when he does come back, he can stay healthy for the rest of the season, because we do miss him. He's part of the fabric that can help us, in so many different ways, not just offensively, but defensively. But he's got a great sense of humor, and he's working extremely hard. Sorry for me laughing, but he does have a great sense of humor.
Okay, so I want to talk about something real quick before we get out of here. 1 second.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to talk about something. See, EA, when I talk about coaching this team, this is the stuff right here that makes him a good coach, okay? I didn't see this is another thing I like about him for Rick Carlisle. I didn't see Rick Carlisle send players down to the G League with the intentions of making them get better so that he could put them on the floor and just say, well, I didn't get a chance to put you in the Spurs game, so why don't I send you down to the G League? Let's get you some reps. And not only that, but we'll have the whole team come down here to support you to make you not feel like, we're demoting you or, making you feel this kind of way. We're gonna come out and support you. But we want to take you down there and show you that we got your back. We want to see y'all get some rest. I couldn't, the Spurs game didn't present me. I wanted to put you in, didn't present me with a chance. So to make up for it and to make you guys feel comfortable, the whole team pretty much came to that game to watch
Except
Moses
KP.
Brown. He's probably the only one that showed up. Luka and they all were there. Luka was there. That said something when the star players coming to watch guys that are at the end of the bench go play for the Texas Legends just to get minutes and get reps up and show them support. That's the type of stuff that makes you a good coach right there.
See, that's all fine and dandy, and that's a good story. It's great. It's great for optics and everything. But to me, that doesn't really make you an effective X's and O's coach. In the end, that's what
I didn't say X and O. It's not about X. It's what makes you a good coach.
You said, okay, well, good. He's a good person. That's a good person move. But
right,
to me, that's a good story. But
hold on. Name me a time when Rick Carlisle was here that you saw these guys when he would send teams to a D League or knock them down G League. When did you see the entire roster go support the guys?
Okay, well, you do realize that. Okay, that was great that they did that one time. First of all, the Mavericks have done that plenty of times over the years. They've sent veteran players that have come down to the G League to support G League players. It's kind of they've done.
Yeah,
that
but
before.
the entire locker room.
But it wasn't the entire locker room because there were
only person, like you said, the only person wasn't there.
Actually,
was KP.
no, there were a few other people that didn't show
Tim
up.
The main guys there. Tim was there. Max was there. Boban was there. Luke.
Yeah.
The main name that I need to tell you was Luka.
They made a night out of it one time. Are they going to do that every time? Every time Moses is going to play, they're going to come walk down there. It was just a nice story. But again, now if you want to talk about I don't know why we're going into the whole Carlisle never did that. Well, okay, great. Carlisle didn't send the whole G League, the whole team.
Well, Carlisle didn't even play as young. Carlisle didn't even play as young guys to begin with.
Yeah, because he didn't. That's his coaching philosophy, and I guarantee you there are plenty of other coaches in the NBA who have that same kind of philosophy. That's the way they do it. And again,
but you're missing the overall point. It's about building camaraderie within the roster. That's how you build camaraderie.
Okay, but what builds it first is you need to start winning, and that's the only.
They are winning. They are winning. What do you mean?
That's good.
Look at the record.
They're doing well. They're doing great.
Right.
But
and when the team is
one, you're pointing out it's a great storyline. But again, it's just one little story. That's not the major effect. Because
I didn't say that was amazing. I'm saying that's the type of stuff that makes you a good coach.
Now,
when you're able to do that.
What I hope is because we saw what he did in his last two head coaching spots, and he didn't do that.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. No, what I'm trying to say is no. I'm going with your point here. I don't know why you get upset. I'm telling you that he didn't do that before in the last two coaching stops. He was quite the asshole in the last two stops, talking about canceling Christmas and being the Grinch. So I mean, this is quite the opposite effect. So I'm glad that he's learned
but you know what? This is what I was talking about going to LA and learning from LeBron now. That's the type of stuff that LeBron does though. When LeBron is on teams, that's the type of stuff he does. You'll see LeBron in summer league supporting the youngsters that's coming up on the team. He'll take the whole roster and tell them, hey, we need to go down there and support the league. So that's what I'm saying. That's where he got that from. That's how you make it. And that's how you get everybody on the same page.
I'm glad he learned that. I'm glad that he learned from LeBron, not Coach Vogel, but LeBron.
Oh, wow. Get off my guy, Frankie V, man.
Listen, guys. It's just a matter of what's your preference.
Right.
For all the things Carlisle, he's listen. I'm not taking over. He's a great X's and O coach. People wasn't his great. Being a good person wasn't his great. It was about the basketball, X's and O's, on the chalkboard. Some coaches
in a different era. He coached in a different era.
But in today's NBA, listen, these kids going up are not that you have to be me. Walt, me, you talked about it. You today these coaches today have to be more of managers. Have to be more of like a store manager. These kids are now with the while the rules is they can move around with free agency. They can pick and choose where they want to go. Use their power per se and literally manipulate how the league's supposed to be. The days of Popovich, even Popovich said in one of his interviews in offices I was hearing that he sometimes that now he has to literally change how he does things as far as how he addresses players now because you can't come at
went through the same thing.
Yeah, you can't come at players the same way like you did in the 90s and like or the early 2000s where it's just
90s. I mean, you can't. There's no way you can talk to a player like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Latrell Sprewell, right? He choked his coach when he come out. So,
another thing is too, Kendrick. These guys are making way too much money for you to tell them anything. They're making more money than the coach now.
Yeah, and like I said, it's kind of the same thing that happened with Avery, with at a certain point with Dirk. When you lose your star player, that's it. What happened with Carlisle? You started losing his star player. Once you lose your star player, you pretty much out the door because they're not getting rid of the star player for you.
The problem with Rick is that there's two things that led to his demise. First of all, the biggest thing you mentioned, change. He wasn't adapting to the new NBA because Brad Pitt had the great line in Moneyball: "Adapt or die."
Yeah,
that you got to do that. You got to in this world. What if you don't adapt?
You know what that's called? EA
evolution.
Evolution.
Yes.
Either adapt or perish. That's the sincerest form of evolution.
Charles Darwin told us. But the second thing was, even if you are trying to cling to it, be nice to your star player because he's the one that, especially the one that just got drafted and he has the keys to the freaking franchise. He's the one that's going to make the decisions. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to acquiesce to him.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere. Listen, he's not going anywhere. You look around the league. Steve Nash. How did he get his job?
Because
he was on the Warriors assistant coaching bench with Kevin Durant. That's how he got his job. Steve Kerr. How did he get his job with the Warriors? He was a front office guy, and then he went to the Warriors.
I will say this though. I will say this kind of to me this is kind of a detriment a little bit because you can't. I also believe that you can't have coaches be that you're neutering coaches to that point. And they become very ineffective. And then to the point where it really doesn't matter about having a coach anymore, and you're just going to have players. When that happens, then, loyalties to teams and all that. Like, I'm a team guy. For Walt, Walt, he's fine because he likes all the NBA and he doesn't care. But for team guys like us, it will all start to fade away eventually. And so people will start to lose interest in that. I'm telling you right now, fans will lose interest in this.
Unfortunately, EA, I think we're already headed that direction.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I think we're all. And it sucks. We already headed that direction. Listen, Kevin Durant already said himself as an assassin for hire. Mm-hmm. I think he had one of his the boardroom in the off season. He said, "Man, I'm an assassin for hire." And now he's with Brooklyn, but things could go south, and he could want out. Kyrie situation. James Harden said, "Hey, I got to look at my options this offseason," which meaning he may not stick around.
He said he hadn't even signed the contract yet.
Yeah, he ain't signed the contract. So these guys have power.
Yeah, as a fan, I just hope my team gets a championship before it all falls apart.
Right. I mean, the days of having the Dirk Nowitzki's, Tim Duncans, Kobe's, guys that stick around 20. I don't think those things are ever going to happen again. The Greek Freak thing did shock me. Although that could change if in the next 2 or 3 years he gets bounced out of the playoffs, like in the first or second round. He could be.
He's gonna stay because he at least got a championship. He's gonna stay.
He's gonna get more Chick-fil-A minis, and he's gonna be
good. Yeah, he snuck in one championship.
All right, that's one. That's one.
You have to worry about him or Steph Curry leaving because they snuck around and got championships.
But Jason Kidd, another thing on Kidd is that I do like his approach to the team because there's one good positive is that the energy, and you know what? This could just because he's brand new, and this happens when you have a new person come in. It's the honeymoon phase. We're always all lovey-dovey in the beginning, so it looks nice now. But right now, everybody getting along, especially KP and Luka. They look like they're the best of friends.
And that's and really, EA, that's his number one job this season.
To make sure they're friends.
That was a complete other S show. That was complete failure. The last year and a half between those two. That's something I fully blame on Carlisle.
Yes.
Listen, man, your job is nothing else is to make sure there's no infight between your two stars. When that happens, that's a more reflection on you and what the house that you keeping.
You know what happened? I think in Carlisle's mind, because he's old school. He's like, I don't have time for girls. Like in his head, he's like, that's what girls do. I don't have time for that. Why are y'all fighting like little girls? Like,
but in the end, you do, because you are a manager. You are a manager of egos. These guys are egos. These guys, like you said, EA, these guys are making 20, 30, 40 million dollars. These guys' egos have been stroked since they were 12, 11 years old. They were the best player on the teams at AAU. Well, they wasn't in AAU, but overseas and whatever, any other place. So these guys have been pampered their whole life. You may not like it, but you gotta stroke these guys' egos, and to sit up there and have your 2-star players basically petty fighting against each other was, I believe, a big detriment to him as a head coach, to him getting up out of here. Of course, he quit, but because he read the writing on the wall. But
he was about to get fired too. He was close.
Yeah. No, I know, because you saw Mark even saying, no, Rick's not going anywhere. He's fine. So he would have kept him if he ended there.
According to sources to me, close to me, with connections to people who broke those big stories. That was all that was supposed to come out much earlier than expected, but the extended playoff run and everything kind of delayed it. But that all of it was inevitable. This was all inevitable. This was a shit show of a season last year.
It was. Now, go ahead, Ian.
It's disappointing, but at least we got new wind, we got new flowers. Everything's new now, and that's the one thing I like, is that at least with Kidd and the new regime, is that despite the fact the roster may not be as good as we think it is, I still feel better about this roster because I have a lot more positive energy about this Mavericks team than I did last season, because last season was the worst season to watch Mavericks basketball. It really just took it out of me. I couldn't stand it.
Listen,
okay, so before we wrap this up, to Kendrick's point earlier, let me tell you how much of an effect of what I'm saying to you is working about Coach Kidd. When JaMychal Green pushed Frankie Nuggets down and Dorian Finney-Smith stood up for him, that's how you know it's working, because Frankie Nuggets is a guy who just got here. Remember what Tobias kept yelling? What kept tweeting out whenever they would come and push Luka, whatever? Where's the dog on this team? Who's going to stand up for Luka? Now we don't have to question that anymore. We know that they're standing up for each other. Go ahead.
And I'm going to contrast that to what you just said, Walt. Remember that. Okay, let's go back to the bubble. You remember when Marcus Morris knocked the you know what out of Luka?
Yeah. Nobody came and did nothing. Nobody came and did nothing.
Only person came up to him was KP.
Right.
The rest of the guys, other 4 guys, the other 3 guys,
stood there
and looked around like it was nothing there. That's when you know that was a little separate in that team, because that's your star player. It shouldn't be one guy getting in that dude's face. You know what's funny? It should be all 4 guys getting it.
Everybody come over there.
Because if that guy gets hurt, that's your season, man. Right. That is literally your season.
But you know what's ironic about that? Because we've been told that Luka's way closer to everybody else than KP, especially Boban and everybody else. Yet it was KP in that instance that it was the one that came up for him.
Yeah.
So I find that ironic.
Okay. Yeah. I tell you what. Push Luka down now and see how everybody comes.
And one of the players that was on the floor was Dorian.
Right.
Was Dorian.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So just the camaraderie is there.
Let's hope that the good. Listen, so far I'm enjoying the Maverick season. Now, mind you, it helps that the Cowboys are 7-2 right now, so I'm a little high off that. But the Mavericks are playing well, and so I'm very happy because around this time last year, Walt, you remember, I was just so upset. I was depressed. Like every fucking game, especially that COVID stretch. Oh God.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that like you said, yeah, that was a shit show. You had infighting in the front office, guys, basically, like you talking about high school stuff. I had my clique over here. No, I'm not talking to you. No, I'll just tweet you or text you a message. I mean, listen, when you got crap like that going on in your front office, it's amazing looking back on how in the world did they even finish fifth
how's
in the playoffs.
Walt's a father. He's raising a beautiful young girl. How's he supposed to raise her and tell her how to act right when these millionaires are doing exactly what they're doing?
Hey, you know what happens, EA? You lose her to the streets is what happens.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, EA, can you tell people where they can find you at?
Yes, you can follow me at EA Sports DFW, and of course, you can do it for the gram at EAZON60. And of course, I'm always on those streets. Not now, I'm quarantining, but once I'm out, I'll be back on these streets. And hopefully Thursday, you can see me in studio for Best for Business. Hopefully, we can break down Mavericks, Cowboys, and maybe get back to the speech. The speech is returning. I got to get a good one. We're 7-2. We got to get a good one against Kansas City. So maybe I got to work on that speech this week.
Kendrick, can you tell people where they can find you at?
Oh, you can find me at the Kendrick Roberts on Twitter. You can also find me at the Kendrick Roberts on Facebook. I will be out in the streets in about 4 hours. I gotta get to bed.
Okay, so real quick, they sent the interviews over, but the interviews aren't in there, so I don't know what the fuck the Mavs are doing tonight. The other night, what was it, after the Spurs game? They sent Jason Kidd and Tim Hardaway, but the next morning I woke up at 4 o'clock the next day, they sent Luka and KP. So we'll find out tomorrow if the interviews come, or if they come up tonight. By the time I get home and look, I'll load them up on the YouTube channel. But
find out about that ankle.
Yeah, if you Coach Kidd said he's walking, we'll see you day to day. We'll see you from day to day. But also, if you haven't done so already, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, bFb DFW. We do Cowboys and Mavericks post game show after every game. We'll be back this Wednesday for Mavericks post game show for the Phoenix Suns game. So hit the button.
Don't forget Thursday. I was going to say, don't forget Thursday. We'll be back live in studio as well for
and then Friday we'll be back with post game for Mavericks and Suns again. And then Sunday, listen, pay attention to this, people. On Sunday, you're going to get a 2-for-1 deal. Okay, we're going to do two post game shows in one show. Okay, the first hour will be Cowboys. The second hour will be Dallas Mavericks.
Or like I said, whoever loses will ignore, and we'll just focus on the winner.
If Cowboys pull that off against Kansas City, you're going to do 2 hours of Cowboys.
Pull it off. What you mean pull it off? We getting that dub against the Chiefs. I'm not worried about no damn. I'm not worried about no freaking Patrick Mahomes.
Walt ignored what happened on Sunday night in that.
I was not impressed at all. I was not impressed at all. I wasn't impressed at all about last night.
If you pull that off, we doing double. We doing Cowboys. Listen. Listen, it's game 8. It'll be game 15 of the Mavericks regular season. And the Cowboys pull it off.
Walt, look at this. Money out the anus. What you just said. He says Cowboys winning. Shut that up right now.
Yeah, thank you. We winning. We going to Dub City off the Cowboys. I don't know what y'all talking about. We going to Dub City.
Okay. I love the Cowboys this minute, but I ain't finna sit up there. Tell who said that? Who said that?
Money out the anus.
Money out the anus. All right. Put your house up on it. No? Okay, then.
He just said he wants, if the Cowboys win, he says, I want some Yardbird and Hood Kool-Aid.
Yeah. You want some of that? Yeah, EA, we're going to get you some of that Yardbird.
You want some of that chicken?
I want that purple drink.
That they had at Barry Best Barbecue.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it, Kendrick. Yesterday at Barry Best, they had that Hood Kool-Aid in there where somebody been standing pouring sugar over for about 10 minutes. That's how good it was.
It had purple and red.
They had purple and red.
That's
Baby.
all it is. Purple and red. That's all it is. Shoot.
No,
That's all you
don't
drink.
you remember Dave Chappelle? He goes, apple drink, it's green.
Somebody made that Kool-Aid. Somebody made that Kool-Aid in the back. But yeah, so we'll be back here Wednesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. We'll be back
All
live.
week. We're here all week.
All right. So hey, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.